We see how landlords are bypassing short-term let rules so they can rent their properties throughout the year on sites like Airbnb. We go with those trying to expose the rule breakers.
We were in no doubt that these properties are being let permanently right through the year.
The 90-day law is being made a mockery of here in London.
Airbnb says it takes action against anyone flouting the law. Our special report is coming up, also on the programme. Following a record year of rough sleeping in the capital, we find out what's being done to help this winter.
Forwards for one last opportunity. Phillips with the header.
Yeah, from scoring goals to inspiring others, a former professional footballer who's opening up about his neurodiversity. And find out where in London hundreds of students are gathering tonight to celebrate a Hindu festival. A man who was fined for burning a copy of the Quran outside the Turkish consulate in London has won his appeal against his conviction. 51-year-old Hamid Koskun shouted anti-Islamic abuse as he held the burning book in Knightsbridge last February. More than 6,000 civilian Metropolitan Police staff are to go on strike in a dispute over pay. Members of the Public and Commercial Services Union will walk out after they were refused a London allowance of over £1,000 a year, which is paid to police officers. We still have 82 days until New Year's Eve, but tickets for London's New Year's Eve fireworks go on sale next week. The Mayor's office says the first tickets will be available from midday next Friday. Prices for Londoners start at £20. For those living outside London, prices start at £40, which is up on last year.
Airbnb has transformed how many of us travel and often rent out our homes to tourists. But there's evidence suggesting mass rule breaking in one of its biggest markets here in London. Short-term lets on sites like Airbnb are legally limited to a maximum of 90 nights a year in the capital, unless you have planning permission. That's to protect rental homes for the millions who live and work here. But BBC research has exposed how many landlords are seemingly using duplicate listings to get round those rules and rent their properties illegally all year round.
The biggest issue I think we face is around enforcement. It's trying to demonstrate that that 90-night limit is being breached. We were in no doubt that these properties are being let permanently right through the year.
Well, in response, Airbnb told us it was the only platform that automatically caps listings in Greater London at 90 nights unless hosts have permission to exceed the limit. And it said it acts on reports from local authorities if rules are evaded. With the number of people recorded rough sleeping in the capital in the last year the highest on record, the Homelessness Minister is announcing nearly £40 million to help tackle the issue. At a visit to a housing and health hub in Hackney, she said conditions for people on the streets and for those in temporary accommodation in London has been shocking.
Behind closed doors, we've also got this terrible increase of children living in temporary accommodation, and including, sadly, some kids in B&Bs. And so the urgency of this challenge is not unexpected to me, but I am quite shocked by it, and I think that deserved urgent action.